Hello, thank you for joining me today as you learn all about college and financial aid. My name is Jackie Berry, and I'm an outreach presenter from the Minnesota Office of Higher Education. In a moment, I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can follow along as I give you lots of useful information. Our hope is that by the end of the presentation, you will be able to find a way to make college more affordable for you. What is the Minnesota Office of Higher Education? The Minnesota Office of Higher Education is a cabinet-level state agency providing students with financial aid programs and information to help them gain access to post-secondary education. The agency also serves as the state's clearinghouse for data, research, and analysis on post-secondary enrollment, financial aid, finance, and trends. Please check out our website in order to learn about how to choose a college, compare colleges, do some career exploration, and learn about financial aid programs. So what is financial aid? Financial aid is money awarded to students who have demonstrated that they have a financial need based on their FAFSA application. FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, and we'll talk about that in a brief moment. Financial aid falls into four categories. Grants, this is free money. Scholarships, also free money. Work study, yes, you might have to work while you're in school. And loans, this is borrowed money paid back with interest. Who receives financial aid? Financial aid is given to students whose families have little to no money to attend. It is the family's obligation to provide as much financial support as they can for their child to attend college. When they are not able to, financial aid may be awarded to them. How is the aid amount determined? All students seeking financial aid to attend college are required to fill out the free application for federal student aid. The amount of aid they will be awarded is based off their application. Now we'll talk about the different types of financial aid, and the first is grants. Grants are free money awarded based on financial need. Example would be the federal and state Pell Grants and college-funded grants. Some grants are awarded for multiple years and some are only awarded for 1 year. Most grants have eligibility requirements that must be maintained semester to semester and year to year. So be sure when you are awarded a grant to make sure that you know what the eligibility requirements are. For example, there may be a certain GPA level that you have to maintain, and if you don't, you may lose out on your grant and have to repay the money. In general, grants do not have to be repaid unless you become ineligible. If you click on the following link, you will see reasons why you may fall into ineligibility and have to repay a grant. Scholarships. Scholarships are free money awarded for special talents, grades, cultural or religious backgrounds, and etc. They do not have to be repaid, and you can start searching for them locally. Perhaps ask your school if they have any school-sponsored scholarships, or your church or community organizations. You can receive scholarships for all sorts of reasons: art contests, cooking contests, volunteering in your community, and more. You can start searching for scholarships now, like right now after this presentation. There are a couple search engines that are very helpful, and here's an example of a few of them. Finaid.org and College Greenlight allow you to set up your own personal profile. When a scholarship becomes available that matches your profile, then you are sent an email and alerted to apply for the scholarship. Our website also has a list of Minnesota institution scholarships. And if you are an undocumented student, you can try goldendoorscholars.org. Now, sometimes there's a little work that you have to put behind getting a scholarship. Maybe you have to write an essay, maybe you have to come up with an art project, maybe you have to come up with the next best recipe for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Really, there's lots of fun ways to earn scholarships. And think about it this way. The couple hours that you spend applying and doing the work to compete for the scholarship could win you so much money to help you pay for college. So the time is really worth it. Also, there are some scholarships for middle school students. So if you have younger brothers or sisters, make sure to have them tag along as you search for scholarships, and maybe you'll find some free money for them too. Loans. Loans are borrowed money from the government or private lenders that must be paid back with interest. There are two umbrellas of loans. The first is subsidized loans, and these are awarded to students who demonstrate a financial need. If they remain in school at least part-time or are in a deferment or grace period, then interest does not begin to accrue. It will start to accrue if they drop down to less than half-time status or upon graduation. So a grace period is a time after school, once you graduate, that you are given to find a job before you need to pay off your loans. During that time, if it is a subsidized loan, the interest will not be accruing. Also, during a deferment period, so your loans may be deferred for a number of reasons, and this just means that it's a time frame in which you do not need to be making a loan payment. Unsubsidized loans. These are awarded to any student who still has financial need after any grants or scholarships have been applied to their tuition costs. Interest on these begins to accrue immediately after disbursement. So as soon as the payment goes out to your college, interest starts to accrue. So even though you're a freshman and your loan gets paid for first semester, if it's an unsubsidized loan, interest begins to accrue right away. There are other ways to pay that are not financial aid based. First is savings. The more you save, the less you'll have to borrow. Your parents or someone in your family can set up what's called a Minnesota College Savings Plan or a 529 plan. You can visit the minnesotasaves.org website for more information. The cool thing about this is that if you decide not to go to college, there are other ways that you can use the money. For example, down payment on a home. So make sure your parents check it out. Family contribution. Financial aid is designed to assist families who are unable to contribute, but families are responsible for contributing what they can. The money can be used for things other than tuition. It can be used for room and board, transportation, or your own personal expenses. And you should consider seeing if you have any extended family or close friends that would be willing to contribute. Now, if you enlist in the military or are involved in community service program, you may be able to pay off college in that way. For example, the Reserve Officer Training Corps, or ROTC, enlists college students to become officers. They can earn 2, 3, and 4-year scholarships in order to pay for school in exchange for their years of service. And this money helps pay off their full tuition, fees, books, and even gives them a living stipend. Other branches of the military also have programs to help students. AmeriCorps. This is a community service volunteer that you would enroll in. While you are enrolled in the program, your federal loans are deferred and you do not have to make payments on them. Afterwards, you are given an education award for the time you served in the program, and this program qualifies you for public service loan forgiveness. Public service loan forgiveness is applied to certain loans, and that means that you work with a certain population of people, and then a portion of your loans is forgiven. There's also the Peace Corps. Again, while you are in the Peace Corps, your loans can be deferred, and once you're done serving, 15% of the balance of your Perkins loan is able to be canceled. Additionally, similar to AmeriCorps, you also qualify for public loan forgiveness. Earn free college credits in high school. What are AP or CIS classes? Advanced placement or college and schools, CIS, are classes that are higher level courses that high school students can take at their school. Students can earn college credit for these classes. How it works is that you would take an exam after you take these classes. If you perform well in the exam, then you may earn free credits for college. There's also a program called PSEO, or Post-Secondary Enrollment Options. This program allows high school students to take college courses. They can attend class and complete the same assignments as college students, and it's free. For more information about how to access these programs, talk to your school guidance counselor or advisor in your school's College and Career Center. You can also visit our website to learn more about the programs, and you can also visit our website to see a dual credit comparison chart. Thank you so much for joining me today as you learned more about college and financial aid. I hope that it was helpful and that you are able to figure out how to make college doable for you and your family.